I don't trade every day. I don't trade every day.
I waste so much time, even though I know how to trade every day. I got so much time now that I
know how to trade every day.
I don't trade every day.
Ooh.
I get paid every day.
Ooh. A couple of different ways. A couple of different ways.
I waste so much.
Alright. Should I turn that up? Yeah, turn that up. We're gonna turn that up.
Even though I teach how to trade every day, I got so much time that I know how to trade every day. I don't trade every day. I won't trade every day.
I mean every week.
I don't trade every day.
I don't trade every day.
I don't play a trade every way. One way, one trade a day, every day, every day, every day. One trade a day, every day. One trade a day, every day, every week. One trade a day. Yeah, I waste so much
time, even though I know how to trade every day.
Every day, every day, every day. So much time now that I know how to trade every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. And I don't trade everything. I only trade one way. One trade a day, every day, every day, every day, one trade a day.
Boys, we hit the jackpot this time.
Yeah.
Where you at, Michael?
I waste so much time, even though I know how to trade every day. I got so much time now that I know how to trade every day. I don't trade every day. I can get paid every day. A couple of different ways. A couple of different ways. I waste so much time. Do I teach how to trade every day? I got so much time that I know how to trade every day. I don't trade every day. I won't trade everything. I don't trade everything. And I don't play a trade every way. One way, one trade a day. Every day, every day, every day. One trade a day. Every day, one trade a day. Every day, every week. One trade a day. Yeah, I waste so much time, even though
Okay, let me. Oh no,
I
this
teach how
is
to
so
trade
confusing. Oh my god. Okay.
every day,
that song
every
is
day,
cool.
every day. So much time now that I know how to trade every
Stop the music.
every
Let me change the song because that's just nerve wracking. Let's take it. Invest in you. Let's see what that sounded like. So the audio is pretty good. Testing 1, 2. Turn that off. So the audio is pretty good. Testing 1, 2.
I don't wanna take it. I don't wanna take it there. I take it there. I wanna take it there.
Testing 1, 2.
I take it there. I wanna take it take it there.
I don't wanna take it there. Okay, get me out of poverty. Out against monogamy. Yeah, I am with polygyny. I don't wanna take it there. Economic contract. Okay, so we're gonna talk about 100K. Yeah, let's choose that. Put money into a firm. That's what we need to talk about. Let's see.
Stop dealing with banks, put it in a broker. Take it out the broker, put it in a firm. Never will he see the light of day. See another dollar bill put in the bank, no way. Will he ever understand another play other than 700, 100K? Funding it full of faith. Passion, profiting off of bets, no. Profitable risk. Risk it all, you can go and get it like the basket in the ball. Put that ball in the basket. Put the shit casket. Dig the grave, bury the bitch. Best and fullest the class hasn't. Helping others everywhere, bitch. Person in motion for progress.
Okay, well, no. The thing is, put the money into a firm.
Stop dealing with banks, put it in a broker. Take it out of broker, put it in a firm.
Yeah. Never will he see the light of day.
See another dollar bill put in the bank, no way. Will he ever understand another play other than $700, 100K?
700K. I mean 100K.
Funding in full of
it's funding in full effect. Profiting off of bets. You take that 700 out the bank. Put that 700 into firm.
Get it like the basket.
100K. That's you earn.
Ball in the basket.
Put the death shit casket. Alright,
dig the grave, bury the
firm. Let's get off of the firm.
I don't wanna teach you
no more.
Who are you?
This is such a stupid song.
Who are you?
The money.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit banging.
Sometimes I think that I do too much about all this money.
Advertising, cutting, everything, sing, yeah.
I need money,
Yeah.
I need money, cleaning money. Gonna bring a friend. I be thinking,
Think too damn much. Money about this honey, you know.
Buy me to your leisurely
Love
lavish
this
rich.
shit.
Leisurely lavish
lavishment.
Yeah, you know we on Great Seven cash. Going down the gas. Going down to the cash.
This is so stupid.
Go to the pound in the past.
I don't even know what I'm
Do
saying.
not debate on the past.
Hey, do not debate on the past then.
You didn't predict in the past.
Pat,
My brother designing the fashion.
Chat,
He didn't been my phone been dating. All of my students are asking me similar questions. I'm in the blessings.
All in the blessings, giving a message, all in the mansion.
You know I'm handsome. You get the ransom. Then I can handle it. Handle it. Come to put it, handle it. Chevrolet, Chevrolet.
That's so stupid.
Umberlay. Oh, I'm late. Man, I showed up on quick. I'm a discotheque. Can the girl jumping up my dick? I'm a touchable. I had an afro with the pink in the back and the bitch with the fist up. Hey, with the gate with the kicked up. Hope that the beat is kicked up. Hope the fake is kicked up. Gotta fake, gotta make, got a minute later. Tone with the tape, and I can't be the tape, when the tone with the tape, and I'm not a minute late, and I gave when the bait, with the fake, and the pull up to the gate with the home, pull up with the chrome with the phone, every do the boom with the boom, how about the zoom with the doom, how about with the zoom with the boom, I'ma hop on the zoom, I'm on the room, I'm debate in the room, I'm debate in the room, with the same in the room, with the room, with the favorite the room, can you come and bring me the bone? I'ma sweep up the shit. I'ma dust that pan and I put in the bitch. I'ma double dig it. The fuck up bag and the book at the bit. Get you fucked up dad. But the book at the bag and just beat the big. I think I'm thinking too much about money on the think. Man, I'm thinking too much about money. Man, it's sing. Man, it's money, man, it's ring.
Get.
Oh, you already know currency. Sing. Quarantine, cash flow. Passionate, you know. Passionate, I'm no. Ball, passionate, I'm no. Bow, basket, casket. Put it the basket.
Who gon' pull up the fashion?
Who gon' pull up the fastest? Skirt, match quick, task it. Basket, IRS, you know they taxing.
That is so stupid, boy. Boy, that is so fucking stupid. That's just so stupid.
Wait on the beat.
Oh, I think here we go. In a day.
3 figures to 6 figures in a day. 24
hours in a day.
in a day.
Tropical beauty, baby.
In a day.
4 hours
In a day.
In a day.
4 hours
In a day.
Take a lot of fun and
Nothing
nothing
go back in.
Take the money, put it into
A friend.
a lot more fun and
Go back in.
take the money, put it into
A friend. I don't know what you do. Your pennies, it goes down, and your quarters too. Ooh, don't know. I don't know.
I
Don't know.
I
Don't know.
I
Don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Don't know
What you doing?
what you do. Send your quarters too. I don't know what you do. With your pennies, nickel dimes, and quarters too. 24 hours in a day. Tropical beauty, baby. 24 hours in a day. No dignity. Let's go to no dignity. No dignity. Are you feeling me? We gon' chicka. And you see, we gon' 24 hours in a day. Oh, you don't know the things you don't have no dignity. How dare you go up and you not honor me? You don't have no dignity. How dare you go up and Go back in the room, bud. No. You know I'm performing, boy. Come on. Let me see a move.
I was riding down the right side of the road. I was riding down the right side of the road, and all of a sudden it's coming back to me. I was traveling my way downtown, and you was riding right to me. It was divine. Come on and try me. Come on and try. Come on and my own boss keep texting me, saying, "P, can you come in?" I said, "No, sir. No, I'm sorry, I can't come in." Because you know that you're from
Now up now.
and you know I don't fuck now.
Up now.
Because you know that I'm up now.
Up now.
You know that I don't give a fuck now, but the flexibility is a reality. Part of my you don't know the things you do to me. You don't have no dignity. How dare you go up and
You not under me.
you're not under me. You don't have no dignity. How dare you go up and not under me?
Baby, 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 yeah.
All of those minutes spent inside the mirror. She's really ready for what I'ma give her. Then we light up and now the vision's clearer. She's more than ready, I can tell we'll go all night. Yeah. We're gonna go all night.
Yeah.
We're gonna go all night. We're gonna go all night.
We gon' take it all night.
Take it all night, take it all night.
Take it all night. Come on, profit. Every single second of the night. Ain't no stopping. You know you gon' profit all night. Right? Bitch, when it come back, right? When it get back, cash, when it get by your life, when it get like a kite, when you know it outside, when it clock back then, when it wanna do it, when it do tight, when it wanna go to fight, and I put it back the fight, when it go to the bike, and when you ride a bike, when it wanna get the kite, and the bike, get the bike, get the bike.
Come on, baby, do what you do.
All of those minutes spent inside the mirror. She's really ready for what I'ma give her. Then we light up and now the vision's clearer. She's more than ready, I can tell we'll go all night.
You can go on now.
We're gonna go all night.
Go on
We're gonna go all night. Yeah. We're gonna go all night.
Can you go all night?
As a young man, was in the bed, standing in the stand. I didn't even comprehend. I was on the sideline waiting to be the man. I was on the fucking sideline. As a young man, I was in the bed, standing in the stand. I didn't even comprehend. I was on the sideline waiting to be the man. I was on the fucking sideline.
Money earned in firm. Passion to profit. You know you keep cash in your pocket. Girl, nigga better stop it. You know I turn your passion to profit. Passion guru. Passion guru. Call me passion guru. Going profit. Tell me what it's like you going profit. Tell me what you depending on. Money you spending it. Oh, I gotta fix the audio on that. I gotta bring that audio up on that one. Somewhere like Indonesia or Ghana. You know we check for what other for prize. But you gotta feeling alright tonight. I don't even know the words to my own shit. Profit when it's going down. Profit when it's going up. Profit when it's going down. I was thinking, how the fuck you profit when it's going up? How the fuck you profit when it's going down? I was on the street. Up and when it go down. We profit when it go up and when it go down. It's so profound. You gon' be a we gon' make it wild. Okay. On the ground couch, you gon' be the one that's trying to skate it like the shooter on the skateboard. You gon' flip it out. LLC, holding company. Do I need an LLC or a holding company? Yeah. Most people don't wanna take a risk. Take the profitable risk. Profitable risk. Profitable risk. Take the risk. Take the profitable risk. Take the profitable risk. Take the profitable risk. Checklist. Bet. Take a bet, make a bet. This check, checklist, check on the, check on the. Looking through checks on the jet, on the ride down. Turn your smile into a frown. Bitcoin went down. Talking 666, hell shit. Plumbing is rocking. Not plumbing, I can rock this shit. Plummeted down now. How far you think it's going down? Plumber, dumber, dumb. Who is dumber? Plumber, dumber. Nigga, it's on the dumb shit. Cryptocurrency. It's on the dumb shit. It look like you don't know how to function. Imagine if you invested 52K into Bitcoin and that was plummeting. I can see they face so sad, expecting it to go up like a rocket ship, but now it's selling low. Ooh, now who the people plumbing it down. Who the God and who the demon now? Plummet shit, dumber, dumb shit, dumber. Bitcoin shit, plummeting.
and you thought you were rich. Rebound right now. Who the clown? But it's gon' rebound. Rebound. Who the clown? The market on some dumb shit. Function. Man, I would not like to be at a junction. I'm in under function. Repercussion. Who is cussing now? Look at what you made of me. Hey mama,
Hey, yeah.
look at what you made of me.
I remember the
sitting on the floor
braiding my hair
for me.
and braiding hair for me. But baby mama, look at what you made of me.
I've been working so hard. But
Hey mama,
take a look at what
take a
you
look at what you made of me. Hey mama, I love you, I adore you,
I worship
you,
everything I do. Hey mama,
hey mama,
what you made of me.
what you made of me.
Hey mama,
Hey mama,
I love you, and so do I adore you too. I know that I have been missing you.
I know that baby, do. Whatever I can do to make it up to you. Whatever I can do, I love.
Hey mama,
Hey mama, look at what you.
love you.
I love you.
Oh hey mama,
Hey mama, yeah, yeah.
Hey mama,
Look at what
I
you made.
love you. Hey mama,
Hey
I love you. I love. Hey mama, what you made of me.
Look at what you made of me.
Busy, but I got to do everything for you. Don't you know I love you? I adore you. I'm a girl, only one mama.
Did y'all even eat cereal or something?
Legs beat.
Diversify.
I took the blame for you. I guess I was the fault. You used to sleep through notes and class. I'd read my eyelash. Those days went by so fast.
Diversify. Don't ask a question why. You might feel the same way, but then I put my money in, I want my money back within an hour. Baby, don't feel strange, because you might feel the same way. I'm telling you, don't feel stranger than you are within a sin. You know I'm watching every sin. Don't commit a sin. Time management, money management. Can you handle this? You can make a hustle and stick to it.
Don't provide yourself with projections and
Predictions, they all speculations.
Independable faces. When I'm seeing different spaces. When I'm in a different space. When I see a different face. And I hear a different story.
Man, it's such a disgrace.
Man, it's such a disgrace. 6 figures in a safe.
6 figures in a second.
6 niggas be a blessing. 6 figures with 6 niggas. On a day. 6 niggas commit a sin that would have been rich with a flex.
666. What happened to girls like a girl's curling it?
Natural in the tone. Don't want no lashes, too long hair.
And you know they in charge.
Be a bitch. Be a best influence.
The class has get rich in.
Fuck yeah, it's
Wealthy, rich and poor. If you didn't know and didn't know,
I'll
guide you.
And I don't
Want you to hide it.
I just want you to go out.
Baby, share the wealth.
Someone,
Baby, waiting on you. In the rain. Something that you can gain. How to get it? Let's see. Diversified. Don't ask a question why. You might feel the same way. If I put my money in, I need my money back.
I went from teaching a nigga how to go and get it. Yeah, started you know finish. Ooh, I gotta get it on it.
Passion, lacking, hacking, taxing, stacking, racking, macking, packing. And you know what you lacking. You know that you need to look in the mirror, stop acting, packing, macking, tacking. You know when you on the field that you don't wanna tackle it. You know that you got a list of shit to do. You gotta tackle, put it on them brackets. You know that it's taxing. You know that I'm macking. You know that it's packing. With the refresh button, hit the refresh button. We gon' refresh all of it, now you stacking. You know that you can go run a business, but you gotta commit in business transactions. You know that you wanna go and live it, but you got a style of life, don't act it. Mashing, mention, marketing. I meant that you know that I'm marketing, mention. Did I mention? I don't need no mentions. I can do it like I'm marketing. You gon' go to the grocery, get the grocery card. You gon' need to pull it up and fill it up, that's smart. But do not get them bad things for you. You know that they commit to a disease, you fool. Don't commit to it, don't get into it. Ruh, she dunkily booted and tunkily tooted. She chunky too, runky through. She like that chocolate ice cream too. Right then do, I can look right through you, put the weed in the blunt. Look right through who she read in the line. Read the do, you don't even know, okay, yeah, let's go to a new beat. Let's double the new deep. I'll reach out with the Rudy. Let's reach out with the too deep. You don't know I can be too deep.
A1 on the beat, boy.
You can pop it to be Vivo. You already Didilo. You already Nino.
Goddamn, it's Rob Beats.
What's going on, brother? Good, what's going on? Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. I thought he was you. I'm like, oh, this Ricardo. And then an hour in, then I find out, oh, no, this isn't Ricardo. This is his friend. I'm like, damn, I thought I was, because I'm going in, like, I'm really going in, like, I'm talking to you. And then I realized halfway into the conversation it wasn't you. So it was a crazy thing. But yeah, he was like, I told him where I'm at right now. I told him what's going on. Right now, it's about hiring people to do what I'm teaching, not teaching people to do what I'm teaching. Like, I've always taught it for free. But at this point, people need to really look at rounds of funding. 4 rounds of funding. 700 can get you 100K. But I don't look at it like that no more. I look at it, give yourself 4 times to go and try to get it. And if you do 700 a week, every week for 4 weeks, I mean, even if you lose your first week, that's okay, because we mentally are prepared for that failure to happen, and we got ammo back up. And I'm letting people know that's where I'm at. At a certain point, I'm running a professional gaming league, and we're literally doing this one thing in $100,000 accounts together as a pro gaming team. And regardless of people understand it or not, I gotta give back to my children. I gotta make sure my children understand it. So there's no better way to show people than to put children in the forefront of this and have them play video games and manage a funded account while they're playing a video game. I think that that's gonna empower not only a lot of lives, but that's gonna empower parents' lives through using kids to do it. So I'm at the forefront of the gaming industry, and I told him, I said, you know, right now to join the gaming team, it's $2,500, because at a certain point, Ricardo, we all doing one check. Look at this. At a certain point, when you got real people in real accounts, we're not talking about demos, we're talking about funded accounts. When you get to a point where you check your messages and you got students like Danielle, wait, hold on. Damn, I didn't even know all those people hit me up. Danielle. When you got people that you help get funded, and then she's in a funded challenge account. When you see, she just started that she got 2 right now, Ricardo. So she paid $700 for one, then she got another one last night, nigga. So at a certain point, it's like, wait, hold on. If someone understands what I'm teaching, I'm not teaching just trading, I'm teaching funding as well. So why not, if it's working every day? Look at this. This girl just got her second. She lost her first one. The first one, this what she did. This what she did, Ricardo. Hold on. So she learned for 30 days. As you can see, day 1, 3 figures. Day 2, 3 figures. Day 3, 3 figures. Day 4, 4 figures. Day 5, 4 figures. Day 6, 4 figures. Day 7, high 4 figures. Day 8, 4 figures. Day 9, 4 figures, bro. Day 10, goddamn, it was still 4 figures, even though she lost. And she realized why she lost, because I teach get in and out, not stay in overnight. She pointed out her mistake. She's pointed out her mistake. So what I want to let you know, Ricardo, it didn't make sense for me to take her money. It didn't take sense for me to take her money and play on demo. I should have told her straight up, look, come with $2,500, get you 4 rounds. Bro, she would have goddamn already had 100,000 that first 5 days. Look at this. Day 1, you gotta make 10,000 with a firm, and they'll give you 100K. How long did it take her when she was practicing? 1, 2, 3. After those first 3 days, she got 100 there down. Her 4th day, she became 1,000 there with this shit. And then after 1, 2, 3, 4 days, she would have made 10K, bro. So you telling me in 8 days, instead of wasting time helping people learn, I'm just taking niggas into the $100,000 account, because that's what makes sense. It's been going on for years, and I gotta make sure that, you know, if I really want to help people, what better way to help people learn? And by the time they done in 10 days, they got a real 100. Like, I can't keep playing like it's not working. This shit is work. People are doing it in 10 days. So, you know, I don't know. I told your partner, I said, would you like to do it 30 days with Ricardo? And he was like, hell yeah. So, you know, I don't know where you at, but I know you would like P. So y'all let me know what y'all want to do. I'm down to do it with you. I said y'all let me know what y'all. Yeah, I said, you know, y'all let me know what y'all would like to do. Yeah, so what it would be is, I charge $2,500 up front and $7K on the back end. So that means, since it's working so consistent, I'm charging each one of my funding managers, because it's gotten so serious that I have to get things trademarked because it's working that consistent. So potentially 700 can get you 100K, but you gotta listen to what I'm saying. Even though 700 can get a person 100K, what if they lose that time? So I said, psychologically, let's prepare for the loss. Let's give ourselves 1 or 2 or 3 losses. I'm not saying that we're gonna lose 3 times, but let's take Danielle. I told her, even though you didn't lose your 30 days with me, you didn't really make no big losses. When you get into the pro league, we need to look at this as the pro league. You might fuck around and lose. So she was like, what you saying, P? I'm like, that's not no knock to your results. You showed that you know you can do this. But I like to just say, let's be prepared for losses. Let's offset the failure. Let's not even look at it, be prepared for loss. In a 30-day time frame, let's consider losing 2 to 3 times. But since we are managing $100,000 accounts, they allow you to lose $10,000 in a month, $5,000 in a day, but we got it down to $1,000 5 times. Meaning if you're willing to bring $2,500 to the table, at a certain point, that's 7, 14, 21. 2,100 of that literally is 100, 100, 100. That's $300,000. That means mentally, whether I take that or not, you're giving yourself 3 rounds. Like no one is teaching that. So I said, I think that that's an appropriate perspective, because if what I'm teaching is working for students on demo every day, then that means it would have worked on a paid demo, which is a firm account. And if it's working on demo, it can work on paid demo. I need to make the transition for my students and say, if you're working with me, you're taking the 2,500 and taking 700 out of one of that and getting 100. And when you're working with me, you're really doing it. You see what I'm saying? Versus, oh, am I learning how to do it? No, I can't keep wasting people's time and money, because I can take the money and go do whatever the fuck I want to do with it. But what makes sense is at least 2,500. A person that's bringing that, I can say, okay, this goes to me, and let's give you more rounds. Because at a certain point, I want the 7,000 on the back end. That means the person I taught doing it, they got an account, and that means that what? They're profiting. All right? Wait, hold on, baby. I feel like that's appropriate, because if we're willing to take that risk quick, a person just needs to know we're giving ourselves 3 to 4 weeks. The first week, that's $700. And no one's saying that we're going to lose. I mean, but the fact is that in the event that we were to lose, we have those rounds, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know. And that's just being prepared mentally, psychologically. It's just about being prepared for that. And knowing that, damn, if we fail, because a lot of people fail with their first 700 in their real account, and they'll lose that. And like me, my first profitable story was after 2 years of practicing, I put 1,000 in an account. My first night, 150 in 2 hours. My second night, 300 in 1 hour. So I was like, oh my God, I'm doing this shit once a day, and I'm doing it 1 to 2 hours. But my third day, $60 came, and I looked at that 60 with an attitude, like, 60? Where the fuck is my 3 figures at? I had a little arrogance to the market, and I was like, $60? I need to get 100. And I didn't have any discipline to take what the market gave. So I ended up going from 60 profit to 20 negative, and I teach to get out at negative 20. But then it went to 700 over 5 hours. So when we're in these accounts, I'm not really teaching people anything. I'm showing people, look, if it goes here, just get out. And we're able to get people to where they know they want to be. Like, I know a person want to get to 100,000, but it might take them years without me. That shit might take years. But with my perspective, I'd rather tell a nigga 2,500 up front. In the event that you do that, that gives us more. My bad. That gives us more than enough room. My bad. That gives us more than enough room to manage the account precisely. Meaning we're taking 2 to 5,000 a night. That's how aggressive we're playing it right now. Even though what I teach is great on a 3-figure level, when we get into these 6-figure accounts, 2 standards and up, 2 standard lot sizes. Some of my students are playing at 10 standard, 15 standard. I don't teach that. But if you're gonna get 100,000, the most you can actually put is 100 standard if you were that aggressive. But on one, like Quanice made 10K in 10 days using 2.00. That's a conservative level from my style. 1.00 is where I'm at. 2.00 is what she used to get there. So that means if she used that to get there, what can everybody do? Use 2.00 every night on their trades, and they can copy what we're doing. I mean, all I'm doing is trying to make sense of if people want to get there, what's the best route? Me to take that money? Yeah, I can take your money. But I think the best thing, the honest thing is to say each one of my students has access. They bring 300K to themselves. I think that's important. 2,500, 21 of that goes to 3 accounts. That's 300,000 that I'm helping my students give themselves and manage in a way where if you fail, guess what? You still got 200,000. Like, I want people to look at when you fucking with me, bro. 2,500 is not 2,500. 2,500 is 300K. And from that perspective, while you're working with me, you know, I'm here to make sure that that first 100,000, we get that done in 10 days. It's a performance thing right now. If you send me that you did it in 10 days, I gotta tell everybody, well, shit, Juanice and Ricardo done that. So it's a certain level of standard. I can't act like people are not doing it. People are doing it aggressive, conservative, but there are a few that they want to do 500,000 in an hour, and they are doing it on their demo. So can they do it on the firm account? Yes. So I'm willing to make that transition and tell everyone who bringing 25 to the table, yeah, we're gonna be using the majority of that for 3 rounds. Sparky, I told him to do 2 days before he sent any money my way. I said just do 2 days first. He a contractor. He got $500,000 machines he needs to buy for his business. So he said, P, I love what you taught me, but I'm gonna take you back to the beginning so you can see 3 figures. And this is why I'm telling you I can't play, because I got students like Sparky. He took 100,000 to $1 million in 7 days. But because he teach everything I teach, he did it exactly the way that I teach. He paid profitable ritual, profitable risk. There's 2 perspectives. One is get in, get out, make 100 or lose 20. Profitable ritual is when you actually do it. So I gave him the steps. His first day, profitable. His second day, profitable. His third day, you know, we could see some losses. That day, 73 loss, cool. But you can see he wasn't really losing with what I was teaching. If you look at his gold, if you look at his gold trade, it's $5. Everything else he was doing was losing. Like that GBP right there, he lost on that. He lost a lot on that. See, and that's what I tell people. If it's not working, throw that shit away. Gold worked that night. He made $61 with gold. But that GBP, he lost. So I said, you gotta stop doing everything else. Be committed. Be in a committed relationship, and gold is gonna give you what you was trying to get. So he started being committed. You see that night, he made $1. I said, bro, are you on a real account? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, you on a real account learning with me? He was like, yeah, it's working. So then he started practicing too. This is what he did on a small account. Look at that. He started with $50. I was like, nigga, you on a smaller account too? He's like, yeah, man, I'm just throwing money at this shit to see. I was like, nigga, stop doing that. I need you to practice the way I teach. So then he had to get out of the real accounts, right? Look, he took 50. You can see this shit. 50 to 100. I think that was in one night. And then he started practicing on his demo. And I said, bro, I need you to do what I'm teaching. But he was practicing on 28. I said, no, don't do 28 standard. Oh, my bad. I think I'm breaking up. Let me know when I come back in. Can you hear me? I think it's breaking up. was trying to show you, he went from doing 3-figure days, and he started with $100,000 demo, and he started bombarding my groups with his results. And I was like, bro, I don't want you showing people those unbelievable profits. But it got to the point the guy was so consistent, and I said, why are you doing that? And he educated me on what I educated him on, because I told him a certain way to do this, and he started doing it. But you can see that was in one night, 6 figures. I mean, that's 7 figures in one night. But I'm gonna tell you, he did this respectfully, the correct way that I teach. He did it conservatively. He did one thing every day based on what I teach. He started with 100K, and I said, if you get into this, since you need $500,000 machines, there's a certain way you're gonna have to play. You have to risk it all. So the aggression comes from him doing it for real. He did it for real, and he saw, damn, if I did that with 50 and made 50 that night, what's gonna happen if I get into this $100,000 account? And he just started playing it aggressive to the point where I started realizing, okay, well, even though I want to teach people how to do 20,000 a day, that's great, but Sparky shows me that we need to stop being little bitches with what I teach, because this shit is working so great that if the level I teach on 1.00 is doing 3 figures, what is 40.00 doing? You see? We can't keep playing. We can't. This is by default. We know 153. I've been documenting that shit for years. But I done got fucking sidetracked, Ricardo. I done got stagnant in the 3-figure shit because I care. But at a certain point, if it's winning on a small level every day, we can't sit here and act like it's not winning on the bigger level every day too. So when I say exactly. And since you know this, we have to play the game in a way where if you have this money in a firm account and they giving you 100,000, they don't want you to lose 10,000 in one day. So if that would have went bad, which it did start off terribly bad, I told him respectfully, even though what you're doing is working, but the drawdown is going to come into effect. We can't play it that aggressive. If we play it that aggressive, we can only allow ourselves to lose 1,000 quick. 1,000 quick. If it go to 1,000 quick, we got to be done. I'm talking about if it go to 1,000 in a minute, we got to be done. We have to have that. And we have to have that discipline to say, if this motherfucker flicker to 1,000, we're just going to say, because a lot of the days it's going to go our way, but it takes, like you said, that drawdown and that time to be negative, then go positive. So that's where I'm at with it, Ricardo, and I think you understand, but y'all got to let me know where y'all at. I'm running a professional league right now. I'm looking at it. I care about every person that comes to me, but I think we are at a space where we're mastering the drawdown. I think these funded accounts that we're on, it gives us another level of study. These are study sessions. These are paid study sessions, because by the time you fail, you've learned so much to the point where when you get into another funded account, if it takes you 2 times, you got a certain game plan that only you can discover. Like Danielle, she was look at this, Ricardo. I'm gonna just show you this. This is her funded account. So let me open this up so you can see. You can't deny it. Like, when you can take someone and they learn for 30 days, that's great. But then when they say, okay, I'm about to get 1, then they say I'm about to get 2, and then they fail in the first one, you can only look back and learn. Hold on, look at what happened, and this is why we can't play on those small scale. We gotta say, yeah, the drawdown is real, but who cares? This is the thing. Once people get the 100K, then in their first month, they should have made, if you're doing 2 to 5K a day, every day, and see, I'm going to show you so you can see what I'm saying is actually real respect. conservative play with the 3-figure a night. That means we're never gonna lose, but it's gonna take us a longer time to get to 10,000. But if we go in there as an aggressive player, let me just load this so you can see. With her $100,000 account, you see she was doing 4-figure days on her demo. So when she got into the funded account, she should have been doing 4-figure days. But what was she doing? She was doing. She started doing 3 because the confidence, being nervous the first day. She played it safe. Just like last night. What she did? She did 102 left and 100,000. She could have filed, but she couldn't even handle it. You know that. Well, that goes back to trading in your real account. Shit, that's risk management 101. Well, forget 100,000. If you were managing 1,000, there's a certain risk management protocol that you would do. Like with 1,000, I teach everybody you shouldn't do more than 20 on mini buy and 200 on standard. So in 1,000, if we do take a loss, it's a $200 loss for that night. That's it. Because we know on average, our days are profitable. And you about to see with her first 5. Huh? No, that's 20%. That's 20%. Young Johnny. Yeah, 20%, right? That's 20%. So, and we're willing to lose 1%, and we're willing to lose 1% a night, 1,000 a night. But look, as you can see, her first day. This is the life-changing thing. When you fucking get in here and do this, her first day 3 figures because she was conservative. The second day, come on, man. The third day, come on, bro. The 4th day, then the 5th day, come on. And then she lost big, but she should have only lost what? 1,000. And when we get it down to that, she got it down to that. I told her, look, you should have been playing it aggressive day 1 from the start. You shouldn't have had a $97 profit. You should have had a $1,000 to $5,000 profit, because those 6 days, if that was 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, you would have been done with the fucking challenge. And you would have had to just do some simple shit for 4 days because they require 10. So I can't play with this information no more. I have to make sure when niggas get in these accounts, they playing it the correct way. It wouldn't have been nothing for her to just lose 1,000 that night. She would have bounced back. But see, that's the thing. I don't teach people to do stop loss because we're measuring these profits by time. When we get in, we're usually in profit 1 minute to an hour now. Scientifically, all of her profits that I just showed you, that was less than an hour of time. When she got in, the profits are so precise. I'm talking about so precise to the point where we have to start recording this live because it's flickering to money every night. Every one of those nights. Huh? Danielle is doing 5, 10, and 15. So she's one of the more aggressive people, but the formula is after people practice on demo, when you get here, you should be making, hold on one second, babe. Hold on one second. When it comes to funded accounts, the formula that I am pushing, you should be doing 2,000 to 20,000 a day, conservatively. Well, on average, the reason why I committed to go is because it would give us 100 pips a day. But I got out of calculating pips. As you can see, the first day she did 100. The second day she upped her lot size, or let's just look at that because I know you just asked that question. Let's just scroll down and see. First day. So we can't be little bitches. Even though I teach the wealthy, rich, and poor formula to my students, This is wealthy, rich, and poor. That formula is the $1,000 that they can use that and then $1,000. But if you got 100,000, you need to be putting 5 and 10 and 15 standards just to play it and take the risk. But we're doing those 3 every night, and as you can see, that's what gave her the 97. But the day 2, she upped it and put a 5 standard in. That's what gave her not $100, but $500. So then I said, okay, stop being a little bitch. We can't be little bitches with this shit, because if we want to do it, we can do it aggressively, respectfully. We can do it aggressively, but we have to adhere to protocol. So that next day, wealthy, rich, and poor, what did she do? You know, 3 figures a night is great, but I need you to put the 10 standards on, because when you're dropping these 10 standards, you know, where that 10 standard. But if you're doing 10 standard, I don't want to see that. That need to be a comma check. That need to be like this one. Or let me show you. This one. Look, you see that 10? This one needs to be this 10 that she did was what? See, I don't want to see no 3 figures if you're going to use a 10 standard. If you're going to use a 10 standard, you might need to just be patient and let that motherfucker go to 4 figures. But that's where we're at. We're measuring money respectfully, conservatively, as a study session. That's my class now. Instead of letting niggas waste their time on demo, if you was gonna invest any type of money, take 7 and fuck around and do what I'm teaching. You know, I don't care about the 7,000 on the back end. I care about we're studying this and we're getting it down to the point where people don't have to think. Don't think, just do this. Don't think. Take 7 out your bank, go get you 100,000, and we're giving people a protocol to adhere to. But it's a ritual to me. I'm like, I don't even give a fuck how much money is being made. Like, this shit is on autopilot, but we're the pilot. We the autopilot. No. We wouldn't even adhere. No, we're not gonna adhere to that. You gotta adjust the perspective. If we're risking way more and playing on a 10 standard, we're gonna allow that. Because the perspective is mini lot, don't let it go to -20. If you go -20, get out. That's for a nigga with $1,000 though. So a person with 100,000 and they can't lose 10,000 in a month, can't lose 5,000 in a day, we gotta then chop that $1,000 perspective down and say, no, we're not on $1,000 account, we're on 100,000. So that means we can't let it go to -10 on mini lot. Because no, $-10 on mini lot, because on mini lot, on standard, it'll be 1,000, and that's where the perspective don't lose 1,000 comes in at. If you're playing 10 standard, that 10 standard can't go to -1,000. If it happens quick, we're done for the night. Ritualistically, we're done, because we know on average if you do it every day, like Danielle should have did it every day. She should have thrown that 10 standard every night. She should have risked it to the point where we're not risking anything. We're giving ourselves 5 times to lose 1,000. We're giving ourselves, regardless of PIP lingo, we're giving ourselves 5 times to lose 1,000. Because when you're trading the way I teach, we're not looking at pips. And I know that that's odd to say that, but when we get in, we throw the chart away, because we're looking at the profit. We're literally looking at, okay, we measuring how long it takes to go from negative to positive. We don't have to look. Go ahead. No, we can't afford that. We can't afford that. Because if it go to 3,000, that goes against your total that they don't want you to lose. No, that goes against your account, Ricardo. That goes against your account. We're not losing nothing. We're not losing 3,000 at fucking all. You lose 1,000 a night. We're losing 1,000 a night, not 3,000 at all, ever. We got it down to a science. No, listen, bro. I just showed you 7 days that girl did. How many days did she lose? 1. She lost 1 day. Her first 6 days, 3 figures, 3 figures, 3 figures, 3 figures, then 4 figures. She won all of the first several days. So you got to change the perspective on losing, because what I'm against is losing 20 of them. So for you to be like, let it go to negative 3,000, nigga, what? No, hell no. But that's how she failed. That's how she failed. She let it go negative 5,000, and she got out at negative 4,000 thinking she was good when the firm failed her. They said, oh, you let it go to negative 5,000, you lose. We don't want you to trade like that using our capital. But she let it go 5,000 and it came back. It drawed down negative 5, and that's why we can't afford to even let it go negative 3. We can afford to let it go 1,000. It does go against you, even though you went back into. Well, see, she could have let it go all the way back into profit, but she had failed letting it go negative 5,000. That's the part that she didn't stick to. Each student that I put into a firm account, that's how they failed. They didn't fail because of really losing or blowing the account. They failed because of that 1 day loss. So I said, how do we improve that? Require every person not to lose, but not to lose what the firm is saying, but also require a person to lose, but to lose a certain amount of times with a certain set risk management, like 1,005 times. Out of 30 days, you are allowed to lose 1,000 5 days. And that's where we're at. And we really got it down to only losing 2 times. But we got 3 on reserve if we need to lose in the event shit don't look right. But that's where I'm at. Like, we're not worried about making 10,000 or more. That shit is easy. The challenge is give yourself 5 times to lose 1,000 on an aggressive level. And by the time we get this figured out, we got it down to 10 days, but I'm at the point we should be doing one night. Niggas should be hitting 10K in one night. That's 10K in 1 hour, one night. And those other 9 days that they asking you to trade, you playing it on wealthy, rich, poor level like you got $1,000 because we hit the target in 1 hour. And see, Sparky, you see he put 1,000 standard. Why? Because what I teach is if you got $1,000, put 1 standard. If you got 100,000, in his mind, he was like, well, if P said put 1,000 in your real account and trade with a 1 standard, what should we be doing with 100,000? The niggas fucking taught me. He fucking made me realize that what I was teaching, that's what I'm teaching. I didn't even realize it when he was doing his great results. I was like, well, technically that is what I said. And but he has to do it on that level 100 standard with 100,000. Oh, I mean, shit, bro, I can show you documentation from the time he got in every night to the time he was in the profit. He started sending it to me. That I would never teach that requirement. I would never teach it. But since he's playing on this level, it made me realize that's what we need to have. We just need to go in for rounds of funding and just fuck around and do it. But he did it respectfully with a 50. He started with a $50 account. Then he had the perspective down. He got the perspective. So he took the 100,000. Let me take you to the 100,000. So I don't know why it's not showing. But as you can see, he did it on a small account. And he realized, okay, if it's working there, P, I want to just try something out. You know how we did. We want to practice. But the nigga went from goddamn doing it on his real account, doing it on that demo, and then he said, didn't I think he sent it to me, but I think it's in a group. And then I was like, bro, don't be posting that shit in groups, nigga. Don't be posting this crazy shit. And I told him stop sending it, but then I said, why are you doing 28 stands? Why? And he was like, you told me 100,000, 100 standards. And I didn't teach that to him, but that's his comprehension, and that's ultimately that's the right perspective. But when he got to this level, I was like, bro, you shouldn't be doing it on that level. But I can't tell nobody. Wait, hold on, I'm gonna show you. So you can see he was playing it conservative. When he got to 300,000, he wasn't doing 100 standard or nothing like that. He was doing, like I said, 28. So he was pulling, you know. And if you look at the minutes, let's look at the minutes. 719. At 719, he was at 374,000 in the balance. He was at 3,000 profit. But by 740, he was up, you know, 14,000. So in 20 minutes, this trade had went to 14,000. So I helped him get a skill to do 20,000 a day. I told him I can help him do 20,000 a day. But I wasn't going to help him do 40 standard. I was going to help him at most do 20 standard to help him get there. 20 standard. That was the highest I was going to teach him. That's why you saw him doing 28 standard. But then I was like, what the hell are you doing? So then he was like, man, let me do 40. And you can see in 20 minutes, he went from a couple thousand to 14,000. And then that next, at a certain point, look at this. From 719, he was at 3,000. At 740, he was at 14. At 8 o'clock, the nigga was at 20,000. 28. That's what I'm saying, Ricardo. We're gonna win more than we're gonna lose, and all it takes is one good day to goddamn kill this shit. The nigga did it in one night. No. This was before he learned how to do 1,000 standard. This was when I said, bro, I'm requiring everyone to do 25 to 20,000 a night. That's just a requirement because I just think it's serious. Because I know we can pull it off. If you practice on this level, then you can get it on that level. So but no drawdown. The drawdown, listen, there wasn't that much drawdown, brother. You gotta look at 40 standard. If it is on negative 2,000, that was great for the night. He went negative 2, risky than a motherfucker. But we can see it would have paid off tremendously. That's what I'm saying. Give yourself 1,000. That's not saying. See, he should have. He didn't send the drawdown first, and that's what I require. But see, he's not in a funded challenge. He's in a demo. But he does have his skill down. But does he have his drawdown down? No, he didn't send me the drawdown picture. So, and this is what you and I both know, the drawdown is going to come into effect. But studying this goes to show it didn't matter what the fucking drawdown was that night. Because if we're winning on average, that means you have to find your style of manipulating this trade. Meaning, can we consider, what he was in an hour? He was in from 7:19 to 8:06, almost an hour. Can we consider that? You see what I'm saying? I got this science down to an hour. So if it takes an hour, that means if this, what you see here, if one of those trades is negative 2,000, he would have had to get out and say, I'm done for the night. So that's the challenge now. That's the study session. That's what I'm saying. letting it go negative to a certain amount, and then we're letting this fish, we reeling this fish in. Like, this is how I need people. No, we don't do take profit because it can pass through your take. We dealing with gold. So you can measure it all you want. It might give you 3 to 5 times what you see. I was teaching last night and one girl got on with me. I was teaching one of her students, and she was about to get out in 30 minutes. And the trade was at $32 in 30 minutes. She's like, oh, I'm about to get out. I was like, it's 10:28 right now. You up $30. In 2 minutes, it can go to 100. And literally, in 2, I think I should have went live, because as I spoke it, I got this shit down to a science based on if I got a relationship with Ricardo, I got a relationship with this guy.
Young Gotti.
There's a knowing factor. So while people are worried about drawdown, that ain't even, we're not worried about it. Exactly. But that's why it's a performance thing. That's why we're doing this shit precise. It's gonna give us money. You can see clearly Sparky, the only thing he had to do is not worry about drawdown, but to get the fuck out when it draw down. That's it. That's it. Simplicity. We're not worried about it because we're prepared when it comes. We're done. Quick. But that's why we do it manually. Quick. Because even though we may see something, when you do it how I'm showing people, wait, have you ever even traded OO? See, you don't even know shit. You over here talking shit. You ain't even did. See, have you ever did what I teach? How many days did you do it? How many days did you do it? 10. Did you send me those results? But no, that's why, at a certain point, you and your partner, that's where we're at. So y'all gotta figure out, cause if I haven't, there's a few other things that have changed. The $1,000 students, I give a few things too, depending on your aggression or how aggressive you are. I trade standard. What's your perspective? Standard? You like standard a lot too? Okay. Do you trade anything other than gold? Okay, so that's why I said there's a few things that have changed. I primarily was teaching gold. Hold on. I primarily was teaching gold, and I just got the LLC for Profitable Rituals. And what that means is, even though I'm killing it with gold and we helping people manage 6-figure accounts with gold,
Young Gotti.
crypto is in full effect. We're utilizing token metrics with Ian Molina. Ian Molina is like my mentor. And then outside of that, and just to let you know, when it comes to crypto, Ian Molina, he meets with cryptocurrency creators, like top cryptocurrency creators. He talks with them. He gives us access to these people. These coins we're investing into, he actually seeks the CEO, the creators of the freaking coin, and he gets another perspective from the creator. So I never knew anyone like that, so I try to give that to the people I'm working with. And then on top of that, Bitcoin Rodney, Gregory Purgill is pushing something that is monumental, Ethereum Max, some information that people don't really know. Go ahead, baby. No, hold on. Give me the guards. All right, roll it. Here. But yeah, crypto is in full effect, but I step out of that plateau and I say, let me provide Ian Bellina. That's for Token Metrics. That gives you a long-term perspective from someone who has 3 multi-million-dollar businesses in the crypto space. And then one of my business partners, Vinny and Jason, they just put me on to Bitcoin mining with what they have. So I was always for Bitcoin mining, but I also, I just didn't have people who was winning. And Vinny called me. He was like, P, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm making money with this. And I was like, I'm always open to learning new things, but he showed me his big, Vinny is doing Bitcoin mining with what they have, Vinny and Jason, but Gregory is doing something with Bitcoin Rodney, and I think I know that they're not, well, I can't say that they're mining or anything like that, but I know that they were putting people onto Ethereum Max. If you look at the Floyd Mayweather fight, you will see on his hat he had the Ethereum. Yeah, so I mean, you already ahead of the game. So the only thing that I would say, I give everyone my trend trading software, and that's really monumental to know that I got people getting access to 6 figures and they use that software on top of what I use it. So I mean, you already on point with crypto, but one thing that I'm putting people on to is Ian Bellina. If you don't already know him, he has Token Metrics. I remember when he went live with his vice president, and his vice president said Bitcoin is going to hit 27,000. That shit hit 27,000 in 4 days. And then, yeah, the nigga said it 4 days before it happened, and I was like, what in the fuck? I mean, that nigga was so precise, and then I was just regretting, like, when you know people, and you know they on point, you have to utilize them for what the fuck they know. Like, I know gold like the back of my hand. But when it comes to crypto, I was just listening. I was sitting there listening like I listen to you. And you might tell me something, hey Pete, but then we might not utilize it until after the fact it done already boom. That nigga said 27,000. It was at 21,000 and he said it. And then he was like, after it hits 27, it's gonna make a run to 52K. When that motherfucker hit 27,000, all I knew in my mind was about to go to 52. And even knowing it, I still did nothing. But what I knew is I had a great resource. I was like, oh, this the motherfucking connect. Whatever they fucking say, I'm not even thinking about it. But, they still got their insecurities as well about the markets. When it dropped a few days ago, it was like, you could see their face. And I was like, damn, I'm not going through that with gold. And that made me realize, even though they know what they talk about, bad things can still happen. But throughout all of that, gold has been performing consistently.
Young Gotti.
No, that's why I said I had to get the LLC. Oh, they right here, my man. I had to get the LLC for profitable rituals because my student got Vinny. Vinny went and helped people get a funding account. Then he's making money with Bitcoin mining. I had to go ahead and get that LLC because he literally doesn't even know how to withdraw his money, and that man is making money. When you get a person, come on, Ricardo. But I.
Young Gotti.
No, that's. But people think I'm playing when I say it's 20,000 to work with. They think it's a game. No, 20,000 get you a $12,000 trust. So 12,500 get you a trust. That means all this money that you making, you put that within your trust. But niggas is not ready. Niggas not ready for how I'm giving it because I'm teaching people that made 10 million. And that's the craziest shit. I got off the call with them, and Josh made 10 million in business. Vinny was like, Vinny, P, this is Josh. He's my mentor, but the man, so he put me on to his mentor, but guess what? I'm teaching his mentor. He was like, P, I don't know what you got, but I said, Bitcoin Rodney just made 10 million last month with what they doing. So his mind was, I needed the trust, so he was selling me on the trust for 12,000, which I need. And I'm like, how are we utilizing it? All the money that's made within all these accounts, we put it into the trust. But that's coming from a guy who made 10 million. Hold on one second. Let me, well, I'll share that information with you when I'm letting people know. Helping people get into the $100,000 account, and then there in a month you should have made 100K, and then from there, like you said, transferring that 100,000 profit, well really it's 70,000 profit, and put that within, like you said, take that out of the firm account, or really you're gonna be paid that. So within that first month. Well, when you make the profit, but see, we got it. We're giving ourselves 1 month. Run the fucking bag up. Run it up. It's been working. What I teach has been working. So the only thing that we can do now is create success stories. That's the only thing I can do. I can't think about no more shit. Like Bitcoin mining is great, but I don't even care about that to a certain extent, because if it's not doing 5,000 an hour, I need the machine to produce better. And that's just my mind frame. If it can't do 5,000 an hour, I'm not going to be promoting it. I'm not going to talk about it, because I've learned how to measure money. And I learned that if someone's going to bring something to the table, it needs to be able to produce 5,000 an hour. That's just where I'm at.